Hey guys, good morning and welcome to another episode of Mark's Mornings. Today we're going to be discussing the topic of heroes and how to respond if they fail. We have to remember that our heroes are human beings. Some of us have created our heroes with this unrealistic expectation that they can't ever fail. Because if they do, then how in the world can we continue? There's no hope. Everything is lost. But that's not true. Sometimes our heroes go through times of distress in their own life. Now, you ever watch cartoons? And sometimes these cartoons have strong moral compasses in there. And then you sit there as an adult, and at first you're watching the cartoon, and you're like, oh gosh, we're watching this other cartoon again. And then as you're sitting there watching it, the cartoon decides to throw in a grown-up topic. Like, hey, thanks, Disney. Let's continue to make grown-up topics to hit hard for kids. But one of my favorites was Darkwing Duck. No matter how many times that dude got beat up and smacked down, he always got up. He always got back up. And to me, when I was growing up, that was one of my favorite things about him. He always got back up. But in reality, that doesn't always happen. Sometimes your heroes fail and they never get back up. I recently read that one of my favorite authors, who's a Christian writer on, purity and sexual morality. Yes, I said it right. Sexual morality. Doing things right. I recently found out that one of my favorite authors decided that he no longer wants to be a Christian. And it was strange because, in the back of my mind, I'm like, you're better than that, man. You know the word. You've been a senior pastor for years. You've been a youth pastor for years. You've been doing this, and you almost expect them to not fail. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, when is he going to get back up? Obviously, something's going on in his life. And what do? Come on, man. Get back up. Get back up. And you're almost become like a cheerleader. Come on, you could do it. Get back up. Get back up. Keep moving. I remember in the military, man, I'll tell you, every time we would do those PT tests, and you have those people that are going, and they're going strong, and then they get to that last few push-ups or that last half a mile, man, they want to quit so bad. And then you just tell them, you're rooting for them. You're cheering them on. But what if they quit? And they don't want to continue. Sometimes we have unrealistic expectations for people. Or sometimes our heroes just don't want to continue. Well, what do you do when they don't want to get back up? You got to keep going. You don't go and take all their books and burn their books from the past because their life is changing now. Okay? To me, that's a very silly thing to do, especially because it doesn't mean that they've never been a Christian, or it doesn't mean that they never did the right thing at one point. They're going through a hard time. One of the best examples of this is King Solomon. Strong man of God. Strong. Son of the king, King David. But yet in his older life, King Solomon was a strong man of God. But yet in his old age, he started deteriorating in his faith. He started opening up doors to different religions and different, lifestyles that just contrary to the Word of God. And he knew that. But yet, did everybody go and usurp him as the king? And no. Instead, what they did is that that continued on in the kingdom. And in his old age, he eventually came back to the Lord. I pray for, this is my favorite author, and I'm choosing not to name his name, because I want this video to focus on what's important, and that's you guys. I don't want this video to be about him. Okay? And people only watch it because his name is mentioned. But instead, if your heroes fail, cheer them on to get back up. Pray for them. Reach out to them. Let God do what he does best. And that's ministering strong to those who need it. Love you guys. Because you may be a hero to somebody else. And that's the point that I want you to get. You may be somebody's hero. And they need you to get back up. Get back up. I'm cheering you on. Don't quit. Let's keep moving in the faith. If you got knocked down, come on, you know it. Get back up. So, take care of yourself, guys. Know that you're loved, and we'll talk to you later.